Hello and welcome to my August wrap-up. I have been gone a bit, I know, but I'm back. I do have a full-time job. It is very stressful and I barely have time to myself, so if I don't have any ideas for a video, I will not be making it. So in August, I ended up reading 5 books, I think? 5? 4. 4 books, I think. I DNF'd one, so it's making me a bit confused. I think it's 4 or 5. We'll see. I thought I was going to be able to read more because I did have a week off, but clearly, no. I reread 2 books, and then I read 2 other books, and I DNF'd a 5th. It is 4 books and a DNF. I just figured it out. Let's just get straight into it. I don't really have a lot to say. So the first book that I read is actually one that I read on my Kindle, so I don't have it, but it is the short story collection called Loathe to Love You, I think? Don't remember. By Hazelwood. It is a collection of 3 short stories based on 3 friends that obviously work in STEM because Hazelwood. I don't remember the exact order of the book, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But the first one is about a woman who needs to share a house with a man because her mentor is his family member and she left half of the house to each of them. Kind of like a RIP matchmaker kind of business. The second story is about a woman, another of the 3 friends, and a guy. They went out, but then he took her business idea or something. Client, not business idea. And so there's like a before and after moment. And the third one is a scientist that goes to like Antarctica or something, or like heavily snowy and cold place. Don't remember where. And they test rovers to see if they could withstand the cold, and she has to work with a guy who she likes, but she is scared of commitment, of course, so there's like that drama. So yeah, I hope that explains what the plot is. It's basically 3 different short romances between 3 friends and their guys. I ended up giving the collection as a whole a 3, I think. I liked the first story the most, I'm pretty sure. I thought it was the cutest. However, I think they were all too short for my personal taste. But that's just me. I'm just not really a fan of novellas. I just did want to read this because it is Hazelwood, and I've really enjoyed most of her books. The only critique I really have is that it is too short for my taste. I really liked the characters and they tied all in with each other, and we keep getting like, not cameos, but like the other character from the first story in the third story, stuff like that, which I found fun, but like, it's too short for me. The next 2 books are part of the same series, and they are also the 2 books that I reread this month, and they are the first 2 books in the Hunger Games. Why? Because I need to read the prequel sequels, which I still haven't gotten to yet. I haven't even reread Mockingjay yet, but whatever. It will be someday soon, I think. I don't know. I had a great time. If you don't know this, have you lived in this world? This was a whole era, so I'd be concerned if you don't know. But if you don't, you should get into it, even if it's the movie. I don't know if I would recommend reading this if you're like older. I did love them, just to get that out of the way, but I don't know if I would love them as much if I had read them for the first time right now. Granted, this is for like 12-year-olds, so I don't know. I did not remember some things that happened, so it was fun reliving those moments. I did not remember it being that graphic at times, which, okay, 12-year-old me. Yeah, I just had a good time. It was fun going back into books I haven't read since like a decade ago. Scary times. Hopefully I can reread A Mockingjay soon and read the new books that came out so I can like get through this shit again. But I'm really slow and I take my time with everything and I procrastinate. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. I've read 2 of them though out of 5, so I think that's pretty good progress so far. Maybe. The next book is a DNF because I could not deal with this book, and it is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. This is a romance between 2 people that used to have like a fling that turned into a relationship during the summer, and they broke up, we don't know why, and so in the current times, they have to carpool, in a sense, to a wedding of a mutual friend. And so we get kind of like a back and forth between the past and the present to see what actually happened and why they broke up. My voice is dying. It's a sign that I should not even be talking about this book. I really loved Flatshare, which is by this author. It was the first book I read by this author. I don't know if it was the first book that they wrote. Possibly. Yeah, I think it is. So I had some expectations for this. Unfortunately, this was horrendous. No hate, but hate. I read until page 270 and I just could not deal with it anymore. There's a lot of like cheating undertones, but then it's not actually cheating. I don't want to spoil, but like the reason for their breakup, because I did skim forward, trust, because I needed to know what the fuck it was, and it was not good. It was not worth 450 pages of a book. So thankfully I stopped. But the reason for the breakup is horrible. It is not good. I don't like it at all. Thank God I didn't continue. I don't like the male best friend character, Marcus. Hate him. Don't like him. I also skim read the reason why he is like that. Hate that reason. Don't like that. I just don't like this. I also thought that the chemistry between the two main characters was non-existent. They were both like dumb. And they're supposed to be younger than me, which is weird, but I'm getting old. But like, they're at an age that I would think they wouldn't act like this. I don't know. I just didn't like this. I don't think this is a good book, and I just really hated it. So yeah, lovely. And the last book that I read, I actually listened to on audio, and it is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsyn Muir? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, that book. I was interested in it because a lot of people hyped this up, so I chose to listen to it on audiobook because it was free with my subscription. So I decided, what the hell, why not? At first I was really enjoying it. It was giving lesbian vibes, it was giving a funny main character that swears a lot, so I really related to her, but then it went kind of downhill from there. Why did I turn southern? I don't know. Before we get to it, what is this about, you may ask? Great, thank you, you asked to remind me. This is about a world that has different planets, and each planet has like a ruler of sorts. I don't know. I did not understand. But we follow the 9th planet or whatever. We follow the main character, Gideon. She is from this planet, but she hates it there and she wants to leave because she doesn't like it there. And so she makes a deal with the ruler woman called Harrow, and she says that if you come with me to be like my bodyguard of sorts to this like challenge thing where they can become a really masterful necromancer, then she will let her go free with all her papers signed and she can go after that. So we follow Harrow and Gideon going to the first planet, I think it was, with every other planet's rulers to try and figure out this like puzzle challenge of sorts to becoming a like really good necromancer so that they can work for the king. Does that make sense? I hope it does. That sounds fun, right? It did to me until it wasn't. It was very confusing, clearly, as I can't explain anything about this book. I think I gave it a 3. Don't remember. I just thought it was okay. I really liked Gideon, but then the ending really disappointed me for reasons that I cannot tell you, but if you know, you probably know. If you liked it, love that, but I didn't like the ending because what happens completely took away what I liked, if that makes sense. I liked Gideon, I liked the plot at first, but then I was getting kind of bored with the whole like mysterious rooms thing. I really wanted Harrow and Gideon to work more closely together, but they didn't. I also felt like the first part of the book was completely different to the rest. I don't know. I just think it was okay. I think it was overhyped for me personally. I wish I'd loved it. There's like 4 other books in the series or something. I'm just not interested. I think it's 2. I'm being dramatic. But I'm not interested, unfortunately. I was so excited too. Whatever. The narrator of the audiobook though is great. I think her name was Moira, but I don't remember. So those are all the books that I read. clearly not a good month because I only technically read 2 books because these are rereads. So I'm not really helping my case with all this behind me, but it's okay. I've read some things. I could have read nothing with my life right now. So I'm gonna pick my battles. Hopefully I do actually get to the rest of the Hunger Games series that is up here. Hopefully you'll see me talk about them in a future wrap-up, but for now, that's where we're at. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next word video. Bye!